What's going on, everybody? Good morning. Are we ready? Are we live? Yes, we are. So, good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Crypto Morning Coffee. I got my coffee locked and loaded, ready to go, because we are going to talk about some very interesting things today that are a little bit more about Veve and Ecomi, but we are also looking at the charts just to see where we are right now. We haven't done a live stream yesterday, unfortunately, so sorry for that. We want to have it daily, but at the moment it is almost daily. Hopefully that changes over the course of the future. So yeah, we are going to talk about Veve whales stacking. We are going to talk about the Ecomi price. We are going to talk about some smaller things regarding the Veve comics, what is happening, and about user growth and so on. So we are looking a lot at Ecomi and Veve, which we haven't done lately. We have only ever done a little section, but all of that after the intro. So, good morning, every one of you. I see here Vladimir Kolombat wrote a message earlier. I wish I could watch sooner. This starts at 45 p.m. for me. Sorry about that. So that is pretty late for you, but unfortunately, with a global audience, someone always is late, someone is too early, and for some it's the middle of the night and it doesn't work out. We have Walrus King here. Good morning to you. Very motivated. Mark D, they dropped more Veve comics a few hours ago. People were minting like crazy today. Veve is crushing. Yeah, actually, that means for me we have to take a look at those and maybe we'll buy one again. I hope that I don't have to do the SID check always when I'm on stream, because when I buy outside of the stream, there is no such thing, right? Philippe is also here. Good morning. Hope you're doing well. What's good? So here we go. Let's talk about it. Bitcoin. We have been in a nice little dip, I would say, that on a broader scale we can't even see. Look at that. So we only see, okay, we also don't see anything because of my lines, but here we see it, we're stuck under the all-time high. So on a monthly basis, not even on a weekly basis, we were able to break that all-time high. Actually, on a weekly basis, we see our little dip a little bit better, and we see that we are exactly stuck under the all-time high for Bitcoin. And if we are looking at the weekly, we also don't really have this turnaround. So we did a 17.64% dip, which results in this little curve. And the question is this dip over, or are we going to see more downside here? And to be honest, it kind of looks like it's over, just because it seems to have found support right at this level where we have marked it. Actually, it probably has found support down here at this previous support and not at the previous resistance, and it has bounced fairly hard. So there's some purchasing volume coming in at this level, and maybe potentially we're already at this. So what we can expect is that we run into this resistance maybe once again. Maybe we get rejected again, but Bitcoin doesn't seem to go lower than this, and that is absolutely in line with all the previous bear and bull market scenarios where we have minus 20% dips and so on. So 17%, 17.5% is nothing out of the ordinary, and actually was a good buying opportunity probably. And if you look here, we have double dipped. So we had a 14% here, and then we have our 17% right after that. So what is good is that we are cooling off the indicator. So if you look at the weekly RSI, for example, the weekly RSI is down to has been coming down to 47, and usually in bull markets the RSI doesn't go fairly below 40. at the longer time frames. If we go back to the monthly once more, that's actually week. Sorry, that was the daily, not the weekly. So the weekly is still at 80 something. But if we go to the monthly, we see that. By the way, ignore this. This is just the prediction here, basically, that how it could look like. I think we drew this somewhere here. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, kind of. Is that correct? Probably like this. We drew that somewhere here or somewhere here. We should end up. We probably drew this here, to be honest, and we are more parabolic than this because we wanted to align this with the top. But anyways, that's not the point. The point is that our monthly RSI is at 75. So as a quick one, as we always said in this bull run, to see where we are. The RSI is at 75, so nowhere near the crossing of 90 that we say is when the top comes in. The TSI is very low and not even close to the trend line that we've drawn in here. So also nowhere close to where we should be. We are not past the halving, so that in any way cycle timing tells us that we're not there yet. And most importantly, with this dip, if this dip continues or we go sideways, we could realign with the timing of normal halvings. And plus, we are having the biggest bullish signal of all, and that was Jerome Powell. It was 2 days ago, saying that they are going to not to hike more rates and that they are going to cut rates. So that means global liquidity is going to expand. And if global liquidity expands, our portfolios are going to skyrocket. So that is definitely happening. A quick look at altcoins. If we're looking at altcoins, you see here that this is basically what we are looking at with two different charts in one. So we have the Bitcoin price, and then we have the global, the others chart that we are looking at together always. You remember, like our altcoins without the top 10, but against BTC. So when are altcoins performing with or contrary to BTC? And basically what that shows is that altcoins are lagging behind against the value of BTC. So whenever this goes up, basically altcoins are better performers than BTC. And you see here that BTC bottoms and already pumps. Altcoins lagging behind are still going into the bottom, right? You see here, altcoins bottomed when Bitcoin already came out of the slump. Okay, so, and then here, major dip, yeah? And then altcoins, afterwards, major dip. Bitcoin is already done, right? And so, and then we have our bull market top, previous bull market top. It's like the bull market top, and then our altcoins topped out a little bit later. So what does it tell us now? Altcoins bottomed again after Bitcoin. Altcoins consolidated while Bitcoin is already rallying. So you see here the difference, right? We are in this slight altcoin upturn, but they are not at previous all-time high. So altcoins need to catch up. Yeah. So let's look at this, and then we are going to comment a little bit. But look at this here. So we have our prediction, right? And this is our others chart as we saw it. So what that basically means is Bitcoin is technically here already, here, and altcoins not. Altcoins are stuck down there. So altcoins to catch up now have to do a 50% move altogether, like across the board. So Bitcoin is in the whole cycle, Bitcoin is like 50% move will realign us with Bitcoin. But probably when that happens, Bitcoin is already beyond its all-time high, like with weekly closes and something like that. So probably this is going to happen fairly soon. I don't know when exactly, because I mean also here we could consolidate or could have a breather. But if we look at the previous cycle, there are not so many breathers in there. So if we look at previous all-time high, the resistances basically were not even weekly. Yeah, it was a little bit slower at that point, as we see here, but we could expect very soon that we do another leg up and that we encounter this previous resistance here of over the altcoins, over the others chart. Yeah. So as I said, we're going to go a little bit faster about charts. I think that's already it for altcoins and so on. We see if we consolidate a little bit longer, then we realign with this. And even, let's say, even if we are pumping like now from here like this, right? That's pretty accurate still, right? So let's see how it happens. Um, Excuse me, guys. So let's see. Mac Janzi is here. Good morning. Good morning to you. Season 3 OG. Yo, what's going on? West Coast guy is saying Omi's going down because there's no interest in it. The Ecomi team needs to make Omi valuable, but I'm not sure David Yu even cares about Omi anymore. So I think they care now. Yeah. I think they realize how important Ecomi is for finding new inflows for Veve, hopefully. Morning can't be asked to go to work today when Lambo. Yeah, nice. Okay, so good question. So let's look at Ecomi here. I mean, from a chart perspective, Ecomi is still undergoing accumulation, and Ecomi has not moved beside like from the bear market. Let's say from the absolute bear market wick down, Ecomi is up 64%. Compared to other altcoins, this is absolutely disappointing. Yeah, absolutely disappointing. Ecomi is since 400 or I think even 500 days. Let's see, 500 days undergoing major whale games. Yeah, so they're like sell, buy, sell, buy. Whales are trading this thing in this range, 100%. I mean, if you see John Cryptotherapy nailing these moves, that's definitely telling us that it will go back to grabbing liquidity down here. Then I could imagine that this bottom will look like this at some point, or even look like this. But you are right, West Coast guy. You're right, because the interest in the token will fire up with two things. First of all, major news, and secondly, the niche in which it's playing needs to get attention. And both is not happening. Season 3 OG says Veve Collectibles and Omi will miss this cycle. They're not in the narrative. I would disagree, because the narrative right now is gaming and AI and maybe social-fi. Some layer ones have cool narratives, especially if they are giving like platform for gaming. And correct me if I'm wrong, right? Please correct me if I'm wrong. Meme coin, every cycle there's shitcoin season. Every cycle is meme coin season. But also in the previous cycle, or in the previous cycles, there were narratives in the beginning and there were narratives coming up in the second part of the cycle. And I don't know if NFTs are really something of the beginning of cycles. Timmy says meme coins don't have utilities, but Omi will one day just keep buying the dips. It's not about this is a big misconception, and now I have to discuss this as well. It's not about utility. It's about meme coins are pumping because of narrative and community. So Ecomi and Veve, they have a strong packed, like a very highly engaged community, but it's not like super broad like a Pepe coin or something like that, right? but it's way more engaged. So what they need is to expand this community now with new community members. And I don't know if it feels to outsiders that the Veve community is too closed to get in. I mean, there is a way to get in, and that's buying lots and lots of collectibles, right? And being bullish about them. But why? How would you find them? I think you find the community and Veve if you investigate the Ecomi token. And that only can happen if the Ecomi token is available on exchanges and people are like, oh, what's this token? And by the way, this token has not pumped yet, so let me put some dollars in it. Okay. And then they will look, oh, this is tied to an app with like big licenses. Okay, let me download the app and check that out. If the Ecomi token is not listed on all of these exchanges, this transfer of people, of new crypto people to Ecomi, to Veve, from Ecomi, finding Ecomi to Veve cannot happen. Roman says, hey PH, how are you? Anything you are buying in current Veve secondary market? Yeah, I bought 2 secret rares. I don't know if so Stacker is not really updating, but I bought, so I minted 2 of the 40 secret rares. I bought 1 and then I bought another secret rare. Okay. Patrick Bultman, good morning to you. DZ says, I only want to hear about Omi. Lol, what news do we got? Yeah, so we're more or less discussing the price, but I'm going to show you some news in a second here. West Coast guy says, man, if Omi misses the cycle, most of us will be very disappointed. Many of us have been here since 2021. And thanks PH for your streams. They're very good and informative. Yo, thank you very much for the feedback. That actually is always motivating, because sometimes like today, right, you have a little bit of a cold, you wake up and you're like, damn, I feel like mowed down by a truck or so, but you're still going to the stream because of those comments, like because of people wanting to talk about Ecomi. DZ says, you're not disappointed yet. You are very optimistic. Yeah. Let's see if the optimism pays out. But I'll give it more time. I said before, I want to see some things by the halving, and now I have to stick by that rule, because we got BitGet. Yes, we lost BitForex, but I mean, come on, that was not timed, right? We got BitGet. We got some insufficient Omi utility for sure. But yeah, so let's look at some of the people. So this is, I agree with this statement here. So here's someone say, some very motivating things happening in the CGD Discord lately. Link in bio, learn more. So this guy posted in Discord of the purchase of this ticket. So I think he spent like $25,000 for this ticket, this James Bond ticket, where there are only 7. And he says the only collectible I still need to buy are Miles Morales SR, Aston 7 Mint, Golden Mooly, C3PO, and Sea Queen. I have everything else. Holy smoke. So this person is like buying one of everything, apparently, at least one of everything, even the most expensive items. So be ready for this guy to pick up some more deals, yeah. Green Lantern is here. Good morning, boys. Good morning to you. Welcome. MVE says destination fucked with the Omi token. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, it's a bet. It's always a gamble. Like, it's always a bet. Yeah. Green Lantern says, you're working too much IRL, PH. Rest and recover. We need them streams. Hit the like button on the Freaky Friday. It's a Freaky Friday, guys. Who would have thought weekend is upon us? But yes, you're right. I at the moment, IRL working is pretty heavy, like from 8 something to 8, 9 in the evening, sometimes pulling an all-nighter. So that has to stop. But for that, to be fairly honest with you, for that I either need, like for that to stop, yeah, for the hamster wheel to stop, I either need what is that? Like 40,000 subscribers with the same engagement. So 10x, yeah? Or and or round about 1900, no, 2978 more rare hodlers. So there you got it. That's the number, guys. So if you want to become a channel member, then please go ahead. Oh, by the way, I forgot. I have to. Shit, completely forgot. We got a new rare hodler yesterday. So he was on the screen already, but I forgot to introduce that. So I'm definitely going to do that on an extra stream in the weekend or something like that. I like the stream, very chill and engaging. Yeah, thank you. So there's another thing that could be a little bit more bullish. So JBM says here, I remember trying to make an offer on IMX in the past, and I don't recall ever being able to get this far. Omi to NFT. So we have already speculated before that there might be, as you see it here, there might be an integration with IMX Marketplace to be able to buy and sell Veve collectibles in Omi. And with the change of TOS, it's becoming more realistic. And I'd say that would be actually a catalyst where you would say, okay, Omi can benefit from that. DZ says, I got into Cardano at 0.04, then sold it at 123. All my serious gains went into Omi and won. I was stupid. 3 years later, down 90%. Welcome to my crypto moment. Well, that's a pretty serious, that's a pretty serious mistake, so to say. But it's not over yet, and I mean, I hope you bought some other bags that can do the same performance as your Cardano did, besides Omi, right? But thanks for sharing that story, because I mean, this is like learning on steroids, right? If you learn this hard way, I think we're learning most in these situations. Mark D says, nobody's fault but their own for buying a token underpinned a $1 billion application. Should have been buying coins based on some nerd's cat or some dumbass frog. Yes, 100%. And I think this is the biggest lesson learned from bear to bull now, that it is not about utility, especially not in the beginning. It's about narrative, and it's about holding your horses until the Bitcoin bottom is in, and then just buying whatever seems to be the narrative in that bull run, right? So next bull run, we're ready. Many people out there saying, oh, we are not going to get another bull run, blah, blah, blah. Bullshit. Another cycle or whatever. Complete bullshit. It will happen again. Yeah, this is happening again right now. It is like clockwork. It's probably Bitcoin is going to top out. After that, Bitcoin is going to dump 60 or 70%, and the whole thing starts over once again. Why? Because people don't realize that Bitcoin ETFs have a function to sell them, and people will sell the Bitcoin ETFs at some point. Otherwise, we would not have a 70% dip right now. Yeah. So GBTC outflows are going into other ETF inflows, but the higher the price, the more money you need to get the Bitcoins that are flowing out of GBTC, right? So at some point, if it looks like Bitcoin tops out, all of these ETF people, they will lock in profits at 100,000, at 150,000, and retail will absorb these profits for a while. But after a while, retail will be out of money, and then the price will dump. That's at least my prediction. So then we also have here Veve Comics. Apologies for the delays. Delivery of orders. Teams are hard at work tackling these challenges. For orders that can't be resolved, refunds will be issued. We'll contact those users via email ASAP. Thank you for your continued patience and understanding. So this got a little, like a couple of people pissed off, because they bought a comic and it didn't go through. So they get a refund instead of that comic. But then some of these comics reappeared on the market as not sold out yet, and those people were asleep, and then they didn't get it again, right? DZ says, hey PH, I get this NFT drops on my eGold wallet and MetaMask. How do I know the NFT is legit or some kind of scam? Do you have any video regarding about comic and NFT? What? NFT drops from eGold? I have no idea. To be honest, I have no idea. I don't know anything about that. The only NFTs that I'm buying are the Veve ones. In there, I'm heavily on comics. So let's see what did come out today. Is there anything that came out today? Sorry, DZ. I have no idea what to tell you. I think you need to be very careful with everything that is for free. And if you have funds on your MetaMask, you might consider moving them somewhere else, because there are permissionless hacks now that we have observed and also talked about in one of my morning streams, where people are basically only need you to connect to something. They don't even need like your permission. They are giving themselves permission to move the funds. So that is, yeah, don't touch it. Dirk Late, I'd say this, don't touch it. If this is not something, I'd say you can touch it if you removed everything else from your wallet and there's nothing that they can steal. Then you can touch it and try it out. I don't know if that's possible for you, but don't do it if you have anything like worth something that can be lost, right? So let's see new this week. These are the new comics, right? So by the way, if you are on the comic side, there is a nice tweak. If you want to see everything, like everything that exists, you go by browse by release date and put in past 12 months, because that site obviously isn't up. So, oh, there we go. Like, okay. Release date. No, that's by relevance. Date published. Okay, there we go. So this is the newest stuff, right? And I already can tell you there is no sense in like buying everything here, because they're going to come out with massive amounts of comics here. And there will be series like Spider-Woman. Like, you have to choose what you're going to follow, or you say, look, this has dope covers. Like, look at this, for example, Resurrection of Magneto, Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver, Fantastic Four, and I don't know, here, Power Pack Into the Storm. Never heard about this stuff, right? If you don't have unlimited amounts of money, you probably don't want to buy like everything that is coming out. So the question is now if there is something cool. I mean, this is sold out, Web of Spider-Man. I'm pretty sure it's sold out. Dirk Late says, I just moved my Omi into Veve wallet and it was scary, even though I've been in the crypto space for years. Yeah, like a couple of weeks ago, I moved a bigger chunk of Bitcoin to my ledger and it took too long. I was really scared. It was like 6,000 euros or so. I was scared that I fucked something up, but it came to the ledger and all good, yeah. Okay, so what's that here? Let's see if something of this stuff is cool. So this is something that they did now, and I really don't like this. The secret rare is like black and white, and I really don't like this stuff, to be honest. By the way, we have like 30 people here, so please do me the favor, smash up the like button. I completely forgot to ask, but if you can do that, I would be very grateful to you. So yeah, make sure to smash the button, and let's check out if we find something cool. If not, we're just going to chase a secret rare that we want. I have something in the card, I think. Let's see what else could be good. Maybe Spider-Boy. Is the Spider-Boy cool? But it's Spider-Boy 5. I don't know. So this ultra rare looks really good, but I don't like the common. I don't know why this elephant foot on the head. Yeah, I don't know. So what I'm chasing, I don't know if it's even available. What I'm chasing is Miles Morales Spider-Man 8. So let's remove the rest of the stuff. Now it's empty, so let's go. Okay, Miles Morales. So what I'm chasing is Miles Morales 8. Where is 8? This. Okay. So why? Because of the secret rare. I don't know if it's already... Oh, yeah, now it's in the card again, but here you see it, right? So, and there we go. DZ, I recommend you searching up on YouTube, see how to put Omi to Veve wallet and always send a little to the test. So let's see what I got here. Sorry for that confusion, a little bit of a mess. Okay, so another common, but a 27. Look at that. This was just the result here. So 27 is not too shabby, I would say. Yeah, 27 is not too shabby. Okay, so that was bad. But the 27, I think, this is the lowest mint I've hit of this. But you see, I've already tried like many times, and I have 6 of these now. So yeah, maybe the 27 is going to see it. I see instructions before, gotta find somewhere the website. So yeah, so with everything happening, I mean, we have Omi news from the last days. Season 2 is starting April 1st, so this is like in 1 week, and we're going to see if anything of this is like moving the needle on Ecomi. Like if the bronze tickets are giving you access to something cool, maybe more people will move Omi to the wallet. Can you withdraw Omi anytime from staking pool to sell it? Yes. So there's no lockup period for Omi. The only delay that you have is the bridging process. Mark D says, I think Symbiote Spider-Man 299 might possibly sell out tomorrow. My collectibles had mentioned wanting it in a video. Okay, so because he mentioned it, it will sell out, or will sell out in any ways? Let's see, 299. Oh, this one, Symbiote Spider-Man. Let's see. Oh, that looks pretty good as well. So this is funny because if you go and look for something specific like you just mentioned, you find a whole nother series, right? But I think Symbiote Spider-Man, it seems that it's the only one because you have no comic series like to go to, so it's only the first one. So maybe this is something for another stream to grab something. There are only 148 wallets with 10 million Omi on the web wallet. So my prediction is that the third airdrop will be a Omi logo with the same utility than the Veve Gold logo. Oh, this is interesting. This is interesting, but I think this is... So even if you move your Omi, you will not be able to get this anymore, right? Yeah. Anyways, guys, unfortunately, I have to go. So make sure to smash up the like button once more, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments below what you think about this if you watch this later. And yeah, wherever you are on the world, have yourselves a great morning, evening, day, night, or afternoon. And I see you hopefully on the weekend somewhere in a stream or video as well.